I think this becomes a green space park area up until here. All right, so that's 12 units. So marker, 3, 3, 6. All right, small little green space. We're gonna draw the park area in the area. Grove Metals, nope. That's the same park. There we go. This is all the same park. There we go. All right, so City Park. I have a green space jungle gym. That's what I'm looking for. Look at the tree selection. It is small trees from this category. And then I think... yeah, that's that tree. It's probably not going to matter which tree we choose. Alright, small green space with the firehouse. Not bad, not bad. Have a little bit of a pharmacy. Is that a pharmacy? Hey, it's a Whole Foods. No, it's a car wash. Oh, damn, Breaking Bad's gonna be right there, huh? Okay. We got the car wash mechanic shop with the gas station called Organic Foods. Seems legit. I kind of like the icon and the asset. I kind of like it, man. Local mechanic. Alright, so this space is not going to get pushed out. So we're going to do a very minor walking path, just like this. But we're going to zone not the top side. Just like how we did it here. So here, here. Here, here. 30, 30, line, straight, delete, delete. Here, here. Here, here. Nice. Gazebo. And let's get some green space. Large trees first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me grab a Yule tree. Right by here. We'll put one on this corner as well. The small tree helps out so much. Alright. Small little gazebo area, tree area. On both sides, we're going to extend this out. I believe it's here. Alright, and green space in the middle. I think I double up on this. Have that get taken out. Which means I probably want to do it on this side. Okay. Park in the middle, otherwise it's green space. Small little mixed zoning service area. I could probably put a post office right there as well. But I don't want one yet. We'll come with one soon. And I think let's just expand this all the way up. Alright, that means I gotta redo my pipelines. Cool. Not bad, not bad. Saturday Skylines should totally be a thing. Been lurking for a while, forgot to say hey. What's going on, Golith? If I had time, I would. I just don't have that much time nowadays. I used to do a lot of streaming, but yeah. When you don't have a lot of time, it's tough. You have to choose the days. If it was extremely lucrative, though, in a sense that I should do it because of how much it benefits me, I would. But it's really not, so I'm really just doing this because I like the game. It's tough though, man. You gotta do what you gotta do so that you can eat. Speaking of services, I think fire coverage down below was like nothing. It's okay, man. It's okay. Nah, you know what? You're right. I need to get some fire coverage down there. I need to get some fire coverage, man. Holy crap. Golith, how you doing though, man? How was your Thursdays? How are you doing, dude? Alright, so now that's okay. There's a random corner store there. Park right there, that's fine. We'll keep the rest as residential. And then there is no natural power jump yet. Oh, that sucks. I think I bopped a dude's house. That feels bad with that power line. Okay, so I do need to extend this out still. Okay, it's fine. That's going to be a little bit tough due to how we already set this up on the side. That's going to be fun. I know I have to extend this off to the left though. Needs to be closer. But nope, natural power jump here. That's very, not that good. I actually don't have any natural power jumps jumping across the map. That's very unfortunate. Because I kind of need that to draw power without having the power lines. So if I could get this jump, I would try to work something out here. Or maybe if this goes close enough to this, we get it. And it's just this that we need to worry about. This should allow me to bop this. Waiting for the citizens to move in, the commercial demand. First, I did use some underground power thing as a jumper, like over highways. Then I use electric road mods. Then there's no need for power lines. I see you, man. That's what you call the natural progression of a modder. It's like, I get it. The reason why you don't deal with that anymore, it just becomes a hassle. And it's like, that's how you slowly mod the game into a different game. 100%. That's slowly how you mod a game into a different game. It's no longer about managing your city, making sure they have water, power, and services. It instead becomes a game of how pretty can I make it? Yo, man, time has changed. Didn't we figure out that parking lots is powered? Make some rest stops along those freeways to jump the power line on them? Hell no, that is a horrible design. I have never seen a rest stop like that on a interchange. Oh man, I see you over there, but no man, that's not happening, Sounding Muffles. That is not happening. Those rest stops you talk about are typically when you're on a long journey, and they're typically truck stops for when they're doing long freight travels. Just possible solution. Honestly, I'd probably just do the earthquake box. That probably would be the easiest solution. Just put a transformer behind someone. What's going on, Vibes? I see you over there. How are you doing? But yeah, we're not doing it. I'm just gonna stop talking about it too, because that's a bad idea. It's like saying, doing good, happy the Celtics lost. Yeah, man. Celtics lost. That's all that's all I care about. At the same time, though, you know, I end up rooting for I'm rooting for freaking Golden State. Feels weird, man. Nothing wrong with Golden State, but it's just like, I'm not actually rooting for them though. I'm not rooting for Boston either. Like this finals, I'm just kind of just not really caring about it. And I'm only kind of just going through the motions because I'm a Lakers fan. It's like, yeah, we don't root for Boston, so we root for the West Coast. But it'd be like that sometimes. Alright, so we wait for that to zone in. Yeah, I wish we had under. I was rooting for the Mavs. Yeah, I was rooting for the Mavs. And then they lost. I would root for Denver if they were in. I would root for Portland if they were in. There's no way the Kings make it, so that's not even in the question. We don't even talk about OKC. And then Clippers, that's little brother, man. There's no way I root for them. And then, yeah, you really just have like the Mavericks. The Dubs have their own franchise. Their fan base has grown worse and worse since they've won. But yeah. I really like Denver Jokic. Did you hear the meme news? They're going to potentially draft Nikola Jovic. It's freaking hilarious, man. So people who don't know in chat, basketball, that's what we're talking about right now. There is a European player that they have on the Denver Nuggets that's a stud. He was MVP for I don't even know how many times now. And that's really hard to do as a big man, especially when you're European. Because a lot of the times, they don't give respect on the European players' game, right? That's just how it is. Not that, you know, I favor that, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, so to speak. So, you know, it's like, it is what it is. So his name is Nikola Jokic. Nikola, Nikola. Last name, Jokic. And they call him the Joker because of his last name, right? They're working out another European player called Nikola Jovic. Everything is spelled the same except on the last name, instead of Jokic, is Jovic. It's hilarious, man. It's like, how, dude, I don't even know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's actually that good. But we'll have to see how the skills translate. You know, maybe the Joker could teach him a couple things, and then you know he gets it. But we'll have to see. This is actually feasible. Here to here, 140. Oh, it's equal distance. This is perfect. What the hell? This is actually perfect. What's going on here? Now the thing is that I am farther away from this right here. Do you think it would be good combo of AD power forward and Jojic C? Honestly, you would play it the other way around. And the reason why is because you are most of the time not going to want Joker to be your shot blocking inside. You rather want AD for that. Although it would make sense that way because AD doesn't want to play center. He's a better defender. He's a better switch defender, and a lot of the times, you know, you have teams like Dallas who plays 5 out, right? So you would probably switch it up depending on the matchup. So if they have someone that plays 5 out, you'd probably put Joker on him, so AD just kind of roams inside the paint. And then if they don't play 5 out like that, and they have more of a traditional big, you'd play Joker on their big, kind of a thing. It's weird. I don't think you would actually have them constantly set in stone. More so, it's kind of like matchups. Hippo! What's going on, Mr. Hippo? How are you? How is the weekend, my dude? Of course, hope you're doing well. But any plans for the weekend? How's the weather where you're at, man? But yo, man, stop giving me ideas vibes. We're never gonna land Joker, dude. Isn't he like in talks about signing a max already? A max extension with Denver? And he's like, yep, I'm staying here. I'm just saying, man. But Mr. Hippo, what is good, dude? How are you doing today? I'm great. Pim's out in Florida for GCX. I'm over here eating giant pancakes and drinking way too much coffee. That sounds like fun, dude. Did you make the pancakes? And did you fail the first one or not? If you bought them, of course, it's a different story. Hey, you did. You know what they say, man. You always fail the first pancake. I don't know if that's actually true. I burned the first one a little. Yep, the rule of pancakes. The first one's always a flop. I hate to see that kind of thing happen, though, sometimes. But I see you over there. Did you also have... Dude, you should have got ice cream on top of the pancakes. Did you do that? Dude, that's top tier if you've never done that before. Instead of syrup, get a scoop of vanilla. And it becomes like a... kind of like a warm crepe. It's weird depending on how thick the pancake is. It's a great topping. Alright, so we have to bop all of these residencies right here, sadly, so that we could extend it out. Mint chocolate chip. Don't know if that goes well. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of weird. Oh, dude, you could just roll up a pancake to make it like a cone, but don't put a scoop of ice cream in it. Fill it up and roll it up, so it's kind of like a pancake ice cream sandwich. Oh man. I'm giving you bad ideas, dude. Don't listen to me. Oh, man. Yeah, man, my bad, Hippo. Yo, Hippo, have you heard of the Shaq diet? Have you heard of Shaquille O'Neal? Lakers legend, Shaquille O'Neal. You've probably heard of the name. Do you know what his diet was when he was in LA? It is insane, dude. I believe his diet was... he could eat anything he wants, whenever he wants. However, the only rule he followed was when he wanted to eat something, like a meal, not a snack, but like a full-on meal, he would have to drink half a gallon of water before every meal. Because he would drink half a gallon of water, he would get full, so he would eat less. And then it would be a lot easier to just sweat out the water. And that's actually how he stayed in shape when he was first in LA. The problem was that he didn't keep it for the dynasty in 3 years. There was a fallout between him and Kobe. You know about that. But yeah, that was the Shaq diet, man. The water thing, dude. It's impressive. It really is. Alright, so we are going to have to bop these guys. Nah, man. This is not Crusader Kings music. This is boss music. I'm fighting the boss known as the local roads. Bam! Oh, look at that damage. Oh, you see all that red? Look at that damage. We fighting bosses, baby. We not messing around. We city builders over here. And there is a lot of bosses in the city. Especially if you have the office. The offices, man. The headquarters of all the bosses. Alright, so we're going to extend this out, just like how we did the other side. And I'm hoping that when the citizens move out, they'll move out to the other side. And then when I rezone this side again, what I'm hoping for is power draw. So there's something called natural power draw. So I'm hoping that once I extend this out and the zoning's a little bit closer, we would have natural power jump across the freeway. And that would be lovely. But that's what we're hoping for. And because I'm redoing a little bit of the road layout, I am going to try to redesign the grid so that it's more accommodating. Looks a little bit nicer. Maybe not as monotonous as being just a box grid. But we got to make the changes. Alright, so this is going to be a box like so. And then I need to trim this off all the way over. Which means bop the houses. Alright, that should be fine. Alright, they can start zoning in. Now, looking at this, I wanted the center right here to be a proper green space. I'm going to bop the cemeteries. Not only that, I'm probably going to remove this university. We have a proper campus over here. So I'm probably going to be okay without it. Looking at my education overlay, going over the universities tab, you can see that we have a lot of capacity still. So we actually don't need this university anymore. I could probably just destroy it. How many capacity is this? 4,500. Oh, that's actually my buffer. Ooh. So this is basically community college. 2,000 of my students are here. Hello, how are you? How are things? What's going on, Nosuri? We're doing all right. If you're asking about yesterday, everything seems to be okay. My dad has his oxygen machine hooked up, and we got him a new bed. Well, it's not a new bed. It's a, you know what a hospice is? They basically have like a to-go package kind of a thing where they set up like home care so that we could take care of him. And he has a special air mattress that specifically adds in air, high pressure, low pressure in certain parts of the bed so that he doesn't get bed sores, right? Because he's not able to get up anymore. So he has his oxygen mask, not mask. It's that tube that you get when you're at the hospital that they put right under your nose so you could breathe it, and it's like pure oxygen. So he has that now because his blood oxygen level was really low, and that helps him manage it so that he breathes easier. And also, the air mattress that he's sleeping on makes it so that he doesn't get bed sores because he would have to lay down all day, right? And yeah, we learned how to use some of the other machines. But yeah, I think he's sleeping right now. How are you though, Nosuri? How's the weekend? Hope you're doing all right. Alright, so there's a little bit of a terrain thing right here. I could delete this. That doesn't matter. Pull this out, do a little bit of a cul-de-sac. That's fine. Don't zone on this side. That's fine as well. And I need to massage this part. Might be a little bit tough. Oh, I probably have this straight out and curve it out. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I could make that work. So, of course, in a moment like this, safety save. And have this come out this way. Push it down a little bit more, as I think that's needed. Hello, what's going on, Zephyr? How are you? How are things today? How was the weekend treating you? I hope all is good. But how is yous, my friends? So we're going to be massaging this out so that we could have a smoother hillside. I should probably up this to 20% and maybe 100. Pulling that down is pretty good. That blemish right there from the pillar is going to go away, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll try to pull the top lines down as well. As that should make it look a little bit better. Afternoon at work. Yo, man, I see you over there. What do you do, Zephyr? If you don't mind me asking. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell your boss. Wait, you're at work? But you're going to go to sleep soon? Wait, hold up. Are you a professional sleeper? Is that what you do? You sleep on the job? Hey, man, can I get hired there too? I would love to do that. I would love to get paid for going to sleep. I know it's probably not like that, where you get paid for just going to sleep. I'm just saying, man. I'd be working when I'm asleep. If that's all I have to do, I'm down. I'm down. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. And it maybe it really do be like that sometimes. But that'd be kind of tight, man. Getting paid to go sleep. Just saying. Alright, so we massaged that out a little bit. It seems that this is going to be fine. So I think what I do is a little bit of a weird design. So I bought both of those streets. And I think that's going to be beneficial. So with that modified out, actually I didn't need to do that. Okay, let's put it back. I lost the housing, but that's fine. I think it would have been better here. Yeah, because we pulled it out, right? So pull that out by a 5. And then it would be like that. There we go. That's not too bad. So if I could break this... Oh, that's amazing. So now we could do a midpoint, 320, 360. So 360, 320. That's about okay. We'll go with it. And then this will keep extending out slightly to do my cul-de-sac in the corner. Yeah, that works. That works. I'm a mechanic at meat processing plant. Oh, I see you, but it's late over there. Or you're just going through your shifts, Zephyr, to make sure everything's okay for maintenance? Yo, man. I used to work at a manufacturing company. I know how that works. Depending on how busy the meat processing plant is. Because usually, if it's meat processing, what they do is they do triple shifts if they want to be efficient. So they use their machineries. It's usually for a total of 6 days, but on every 3 days, they have the meat processing plant closed for half a day for sanitation and repairs and maintenance. That's usually how it is. Now, it's not that it's the whole plant. They usually rotate out sectors. At least when I used to work there, that's how they did it. And yeah, they would just have to go in, do their job, clean, maintain the buildings. Not buildings, the machinery, make sure everything's okay. Probably go through the list of reports of anything they need to fix. Do their inspections. You guys do triple shifts. Is that yours or the people that work at the meat processing plant? Triple shifts is normal because they make it 8 hours rolling, so you're basically working 24 hours a day. But you're only working one of the 3 shifts. Sounds like you got the night shift, my dude. Just mechanics. Ah, nice, nice. That's good. You don't have to be rushed. That way you can work on whatever you need to do. Because when you're just, you know, you don't have the 3 shifts, it's tough, man. Limited time. Alright, so I like this additional change. We'll do a cul-de-sac on the corner. And I think keeping the rest of this grid is feasible. I do want to change it up, though, so that we don't have everything be box grid. And then I have to realign everything. So I think that's going to have to be done. So we do it like this. And I'm realigning everything, because I think we should. Right? And it really has to do with this side. I want that box to be a little bit cleaner. Alright, now we have this weird space because of how it's centered in here. Which I'm fine with. Oh, that's where this is weird again. Yeah, so what we would do is pull that out and then just do a double box setup, which I think should be fine. We have small cleaning every day and big one a week. Plant trees along the main road. Oh yeah, by the freeway? Yeah, we're going to do that. I want to redo the road first, though. So we're going to realign this back a little bit. So that means this, this, this. Alright, so we had to readjust the grid slightly, which I think it's okay. This was a necessary evil. Now, sadly, I have to bop that guy's house. Rip those guys. All those houses are gone. Alright, so we have to extend that out. How close is the power draw? We're getting there. I think once we get that line brushed in, we'll be fine. Alright, so over here we did designate some green space. This is actually going to be in the middle, a larger park, which is nice. If I have a large park like that, I think we keep the rest of this grid. I know that's kind of boring, but I think that's going to be necessary. That is kind of boring, man. I hate to say it. Let me also, bam. Bop the graveyards. It's got to be done sometimes. It was filled up, man. I didn't want to have the zombie apocalypse. All right. Oh, some of the spots aren't actually covered with zoning. I didn't even realize that. It's because of the roads. Yeah. Alright, so we know we have a small pocket here, here, and then here now. How do we want to deal with the small pocket? We probably have them go in deep like that, realistically. So we do it like this. And I think by doing it like that, that just lines up a little bit nicely. And then we probably do the same thing here. All right. Park space. All right, now one of the things that I'm gonna need over here that we had over here a lot is these Plaza Zones. So we're gonna have to make one of these right now. I am not having a Plaza Zone here. I might choose to have one up here, to be honest, but we'll have to see. That one I am not gonna add yet. This one, we don't have anything over here that's seemingly like a plaza, so I want to make one. So that is probably going to be in the middle. So it's either this lot or this lot that I would have to modify. Don't mind though, don't mind. And I probably do another one too on this side potentially. Here and here, probably on the corner. Because it's right next to the bus stop, right? Yeah, so I do have high commercial demand, so this does make sense. I think it's gonna be here. So this is destroyed. This is gonna be a park space now. This is gonna be a vertical line. For the zoning, this is no longer gonna be residential. That gets boxed. And that's gonna be a plaza spot. Should be fine. I think, yeah, it's going to have to be this corner, but it's going to be weird. Well, it's either here, so we have both of them like that, because I don't want it in the middle, because this is a small pocket. I guess that's fine. We'll do that here as well, with the commercial pocket here and here. And then we fill that in. Yeah. Alright, so let's fill it in for now. And then everything in the bottom. We'll keep the uni there for the time being. Alright, hopefully once it houses zone, we're going to be able to get rid of the power wires. That's what I'm hoping for. Cool. Alright, so first commercial spot. I'm going to need a parking lot. Okay, that's not too bad. Immediate parking lot. I could have them come in and do a larger one, dead center. Now, who was it? I think it was Mordax asking if we could do a pool. Let's make a pool. So we have a building called the community pool. I probably want that not off of the main street. I don't want that to be used by everyone. Locally, people know about it, that's better. Now, what are the other buildings with this? Gym? Oh, this fits perfectly. So I can put that there. And then the pool is about the same size. Oh, wow. Yeah. I could also have them face this building. And then if I were to measure this, this is 100. Oh, it's a square. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that does work. I could flip that. All right. And then that is a community pool. That zone's on that side as well. There's no such thing as a 2x building, huh? To put along the side right there. I guess we would have to put like small commercial or something. That should be fine. Crazy thing is that they allow this. I just have to downgrade that back to that road. And then this should go here. I do want that, so I gotta give them Anarchy. And then we want that to be walkable. Nice. Alright, cool. So we have a gym and a pool here. What are the other health buildings? Yoga garden, that's cool. We don't need that. And then a sauna. Okay, the sauna could be legit. I feel like I could have put it there. I feel like that would have been possible. And I kind of want that. Alright, so we're going to upgrade the second half. It bops the pedestrian paths, but it should be okay. Ah, yes. Immaculate. So we would have the sauna right next to the gym. Hot tub, cold tub kind of a thing. This looks like a regular house, dude. What the hell? Is this really a sauna? It just looks like someone's like, he bought a sauna off of Amazon and he's trying to make his money back. That's honestly how it looks like. Because it looks mad jank. Alright, that would mean that the surrounding things would be commercial. We could let that rock. Alright, so now I need to put in my parking spaces. That should be easy. This is crooked. Oh. I hate how this is crooked, man. Why can't this align? Oh, damn it. Is your city similar to cities in the US? Yes. My city is. It's not a specific region, though, if that's what you're looking for. It's more so kind of like halfway, kind of how a city looks like in America. Because there's a lot of things that don't look good on a macro level that we have implemented in our cities. Alright, we're going to use a smaller one. There's a lot of concepts that I use that are in a lot of American cities. There we go. Got our parking lots for the people. So in American cities, what you see a lot of is this type of design, where you have, from your main street, you have a lot of grid, and it just goes out for a long time. Another thing is that these plazas that I'm doing, where you have parking, you could usually have, like the whole main street could look like this. Just blocks and blocks of shopping centers. Depending on where you're at. But yeah, our cities over here are very boring, dude. I hate to say that. They're really boring. Aw, what? Housing is spawned in, but there's no power jump. Aw, feels bad. They actually didn't give it to me. I'm gonna have to put a dog park back here to jump the power. only seen in the movies. Yo, man, I'll tell you this much: the movies only shows the good part of America. It only shows you the good part of it. Now I realize it looks kind of weird, unnatural. The grid area. It's because it's not supposed to be natural. They're looking to be efficient, if that makes sense. They want to make it so that in America, you can't get lost. That's the type of design we have here. They make it so that if you go on a street and you know the name of the street, you could go all the way down, right? And it's still the same street. In America, it's designed that way so that if, let's say that I come from the first time, right? And I get into the harbor. I'm driving up and I go up this way, right? Let's say I go up this way and I'm visiting someone at campus. But, you know, I go up this way. I recognize this road, right? So let's say that we go somewhere else and we go to this guy's house. And let's say this guy's house is over here, right? We go in and now I'm like, I don't know where I'm at. Now, let's say I make a right and I go down this way. I recognize this street because I've been on it all the way down there. So when you recognize a street name in America, you could take that street, go up or down if you know which direction you came from, and you will eventually get to the location you were at originally. So you could get back to what you recognize, right? So you would be able to go all the way back down here and be like, oh yeah, this is the campus. That's how I got here. So it's almost impossible to get lost. Just because if you recognize one street, you could get back to where you were. That's all you need to know. Because we don't have a lot of weird design streets. Because one of the things that I see sometimes in like London, you'll get a road like this. So it's like this street is the same street. So I'm driving on First Street and I need to make a right onto First Street. And depending on how the roads are laid out, it could look a little bit like, wait, what? That's not, nope, that don't make sense. It's weird, man. Like, as an American, looking over at how some of the roads are laid out in Europe, it just looks like you guys were drunk when you guys laid out the roads. That's what it looks like. None of the roads run parallel. You guys kind of just run a road there because it's like, I need a drive. So, hey, let's just have the street go directly into another one. You look at Paris, man, that shit goes like this all the time. Right? And it's like, what's going on? Like, Paris is wild, man. It honestly looks like this. That's the crazy thing. Paris will look like this. And I'm just kind of like, what the hell is going on? Hi, Mamba. One Big Show. What's good? Mamba's dad. Yes, I'm a cat dad. They likely were. Hey, man, it'd be like that sometimes. Understandable. In Europe, we have signs next to road. No, we have that too. We have signs all the way next to the roads. It's just that it doesn't really make sense to map it in your head. Or it's harder to map in your head. That's because it's interesting for walk. Every road is different. That sounds like an excuse, man. That sounds like an excuse. You need to see the streets of Brazil. Hey, man. Any place that has rich history, I know that humans did not dictate the roads. The horses did. So, I mean, you guys live with the horse roads. That's kind of what it is, right? It's not that you guys wanted your city to look like that. It just happened to be like that because of how the horse-drawn carriages were back in the day. That's totally fine. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I know the exact reason why the roads are the way they are. It's just, man, when you hear people in Europe try to justify it, it's just kind of funny. Like nowadays, it's like, no, no, our roads are good. It's because X, Y, Z. I'm like, no, no, that's not it. I know the real reason why. I'm just not saying it. I live in Athens, Greece, and what you design makes sense compared to our streets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like I want to design the roads that kind of have like a underlying design to it, so that there's, you know, it's hard to get lost. You don't want that, right? Get lost in your own city? That's tough. The jumper roads in Brazil are scary. What's a jumper road? I've never heard of that before. But yeah, Chris is exactly right. A lot of times in Europe, you have a lot of history. And rich history countries, you know, countries that had a lot of hundreds, maybe thousands of years of history. Compared to America, we're really young. You know, we only 1776. It's only like how many hundreds of years ago, right? It's very close. So if you compare that to some of the other periods of time in which, you know, the countries were around, you have a lot of like merchant lines, trade lines, because of how notable cities were in a certain location at the time. Maybe because of how the river flowed down. Maybe it's because of how some of the horses just happened to, you know, draw a line that way because of how the important people lived in a certain area. It gets difficult. Like, you start thinking about where castles were back in the day, and you start seeing strategic points, and then you're like, okay, that's why that road's there. And you might be thinking to yourself, why not change it? It's because it's expensive. Redoing infrastructure is one of the most expensive things to do in the world. But because if you have good infrastructure, you don't have to worry about anything. But if you have bad infrastructure, man, if times go bad, oof, you guys are going to have a horrible time. But yeah, good infrastructure, man. Key to a lot of things. Yo, man, Zafire, what's a jumper road? I've never heard of that before. Could you explain if you don't mind me asking? Oh. Is that possible? Could I have? Has anyone ever done this? So I'm thinking about putting a service building here. Do any of you guys know if the police car just starts zoning in the parking lot? That might be kind of bad. That might be kind of bad. Because I could do that, right? Put the police station right here. And then they just spawn in the parking lot. And then they drive out. There's also a chance I'm thinking they don't spawn because there's no proper road there. I do need some buildings in here. Something ploppable. Not just expensive. Problems that if you want to build new buildings to create new roads, you're going to have to find an archaeological site for sure. I live very close to an ancient academy of Plato, center of Athens. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. If you go through the roads, if you go through the different layers, you might find something. Not only that, you can't force citizens out of their home as well. That's another thing that's another big problem. Hey, we want to build a new freeway here, but we have to buy out each one of these houses. And if one guy decides that they never want to sell, the whole project is scrapped. That's another thing about that. Getting the land for it too. I didn't think about the historical sites though. That's true. You might uncover stuff over there. That small higher lines of road to slow down cars. I don't know how to name this thing. Maybe bumper? Huh. The small higher lines of roads to slow down cars. Are you talking about toll roads? Is it this? Where you slow down and you pay the guy to let you through? He's like, hey, I'm taking this road. And he's like, that's $5. He's like, yeah, it's $5. And you give him $5 and he lets you through. Is it this? They usually have these on borders. No, not that. Do you have any mods? Exclamation point mod to see my mods list. But I am playing with mods. I have a plethora of mods. I think there's like 15 on the list. But this specific playthrough, I am playing with a set of mods that I normally don't play with. That is Traffic Manager mod. I'm also playing with Node Controller and Intersection Marking Tool and Fine Road Anarchy. Can I send a link to the pic? If you can could you do it in Discord? Post it into the Discord site. I mean, Discord server if you can, man. That would be amazing. If you can't, let me know. I could try to give you a permit, but I can't see the picture. That's the problem with that. Ah, man. OBS issues. Pokey Salad, let me know, man. If you have any questions, exclamation point mods in chat to see my list of mods. And then on top of the list of mods, I'm running the 4 mods I just mentioned. Game to get really heavy with mods, but it's great. Yeah, I play very Mod-Lite. I play very Mod-Lite. And I typically play the game for traffic management. So my traffic flow is immaculate. If you guys have traffic issues and you want some help, let me know. I have this game basically broken down to, I don't even know, man, lowest level. I don't know how to describe it, but I understand traffic flow like amazing. I have such knowledge about it, it's kind of stupid. But yeah, if you have questions, let me know, I'll help you guys out. Alright, so I needed to get some buildings here. I wanted actual buildings though, that's zonable if possible. General channel or cities is up to you. Yeah, I started again recently, got approximately 600 mods and games using 38 gigs of RAM. Oh god, yeah man, that happens. I'm using like 20 mods. I'm using like 20 mods, man. But yeah, the mods get heavy. The mods do get heavy. Oh, I could put a school here. No, don't. I don't think that makes sense, right? You wouldn't put a school inside of a plaza. That sounds weird. Like, that sounds really off. You wouldn't have a school inside of a plaza. Okay, done. Thank you, thank you. Let me check it out. Oh, speed bumps. Speed bumps. Yes, yes. We have that in the local neighborhoods like this. But only the rich neighborhoods. So the poor neighborhoods, they don't have those bumps in the street because they don't want them, right? A lot of the times they don't want to slow down to, you know, for the bump. Usually you would have them in what's called a suburb, where you have like a lot of like families living and, you know, kids are walking around outside playing, you know, basketball in the driveway, whatever. So a lot of the times they put speed bumps because they want the cars to slow down for child safety. If you have a lot of rich neighborhoods, a lot of times what you see too is those people that live in the neighborhood, they go outside and jog on the sidewalk, right? So the speed bumps is to, you know, just slow down the cars. In Europe, it's city build, it's... Dude, I don't like the speed bumps though, man. It sucks. I'm not a fan driving on those. We all hate driving on those over here in America. But we know that it's only in the suburbs that you have it. Vehicle launch platform, you drive fast enough, man. You're gonna get some air. But it requires a little bit of speed. I guess I could put a plaza in here. I just didn't want to. We have the parking lot. The sauna fitted in nicely. Oh, that's a great idea. So this is the community pool. Have you built a high-rise metro station? I do not plan on doing though. You're talking about this one, right? Elevated metro? This one? I do not plan on building it, but I have it, if that's what you're wondering. If you have any questions, man, let me know. But yeah, I have a metro already set up. We have our metro lines already drawn out. And I don't think we're going to add any more metros on top of this. So you can see this is our downtown loop. And then we have 2 crossing platforms. So you could cross from this line into any of the other ones, and this one at the same time. So that means this area is a residential area, which is why we made that a single stop. And then these two are going to be downtown hubs. And then we have a stop here to go to the Skyline. And then, of course, from there, you go to the beach. This is also a campus. Low density stops. Another low density stop. Second beach. Industrial stop. But yeah, I don't plan on having a high-rise metro anytime soon. I must remember that, yo, man. Dude, man, your shocks are going to hate you. Absorbing so much of that. So nothing, huh? Alright, so if not that, I have one thing I'm thinking about doing. I could move over 4 squares by putting zoning on the edge. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Alright, so I'm gonna do this, that. It's gonna be jank. We'll move that to here, and we're gonna move this to here. I am also going to move this to here. That's going to give us 4x4 zoning on this side. Right? And then we have to bop those guys. These guys become a 2x. And then I move the walking path out. Right? Because this goes to here. That goes to here. And then this gets bopped. This gets removed, of course. Oh, no, that wasn't a real house. Here, here, here. And then we have a small little lot. Bop those guys. And then what we would do from here is... Oh, I messed up. I put extra roads for no reason. We would downgrade that. There we go. And then we would get this back. And then we have a small pocket. Yeah, it's a lot more manageable. There we go. Tell you the truth, from what I see, you're doing a great job, but American cities seem really boring. Hey man, I'm sorry. My city is very American. Hello, what's going on, bro AJK? How are you? Welcome on in. Let me know if you have any questions. But this is our city that we're working on so far. It's very American, very sorry. But we have a little beach area with a little bit of citizens walking around. We have a, you know, a group of people pitched up a little bit of a bonfire site. That's the lifeguard. They got their towels on the ground, umbrellas. You know, they're getting a tan. Some beach volleyball by the parking lot, some restrooms to change. Coming over here, we got more of the beach, more people walking around on the beach, more areas for them to hang out at. We have our high rise to the beach housing. And our beach is nice. People are walking around at it. You're riding a bike on the beach? Is that a workout? Is that possible? Don't you just sink into the sand? I don't know how that works. But yeah, we got citizens over here. They're hanging out. Walking around, another parking lot area, more beach spots for the citizens, people walking to their said beach spots. And yeah, that's going to be our beach area. And then we have our casino over here, of course, our beach housing on the lower ground in between the tiers, and then our casino area for the plaza. London Eye, gotta have it stand out. And then we have a roundabout right here that connects to everything: the harbor, the beach, the casino, the main line, and to the hillside. The hillside housing over here, as you can see, we have a lot of foliage on the cliff side. This is what I typically see in America, so I try to replicate that. And we have our palm trees everywhere. Of course, palm trees are not like a thick forest. You just have them sparingly with some grounded palms too. And then this goes up to the hillside. I still need to work on this. Because I need to put some trees back here and then redo the trees up on the hills. And I need to redo this nature trail. I'm only doing this here because of power. It's really jank. I'm sorry about that, you guys. Beach area looks awesome. Thank you, Chris. I'm well on you. Yo, man, I'm just trying to make the city look nice. It is until you make it a shoreline. We'll try. We'll see. But this is okay for now. And then, of course, we have this looping up into a sunken highway that rises up into the downtown area. So the campus overlooks the beach, and there's going to be a campus route for the students to walk down to here to get picked up by the bus, and the bus takes them to the beach. There is a switchback on the back because you have to have multiple accesses for better traffic flow. And then, yeah, this is our beach area into our campus. I need to decorate this area, and then I need to decorate this area as well. It's kind of barren. But once we get to that, we get to our downtown that we are trying to set up right now. This side is still not really touched up yet. I have a lot of empty spaces. I need to do something about my skyline as well. The top hand side right here, though, is more complete. We have our living arrangements, our plazas out. You have to have a crossing path right here to reduce the traffic here. So since we have a lot of high density residential over here, and I did a little bit of tiered housing with the district tool. I basically did a high-rise band and a self-sufficient housing district so that you could have different heights on the residencies. And it kind of mixes it up so you don't have the same asset repeating too often. I know I still have some repeating assets, but it's not too bad. And then the next goal was adding little shopping plazas with parking in the middle. We have some of those, green space. And then I wanted large buildings that were wider to be on this 4-lane. So as we go down, I wanted it to be so that the shops don't repeat too often. We have the mall over here with the large parking lot, modern art museum, crossing path, some of the larger buildings over there. We have commercial along the main strip, large hospital, opera house. And then this is the beginning of the downtown. Because it's the beginning of the downtown, we had to have this be a bridged crossing area just to reduce the traffic, and so that the citizens could go into their bus stop area. So ideally, if you're coming from over here, this is the view that you see. So that looks kind of nice, man. Driving down the 4-lane from the industrial zone, you see the skyline. It looks good. And then you see a lot of the wider, shorter buildings in front still. So as we get to here, this is like the proper downtown entrance. Plaza, over here, statue, all the tall buildings layered behind. And then we redid a little bit of the grid over here. This is gonna stand for now. And then you can see that we have hillside housing that we still have to decorate a little bit with some switchback roads. But yeah, we're redoing a little bit of the residential grid right now, right here to use up more zoning. And then we're probably going to work here, probably redo a little bit here, and then probably do these as well. I want to get to this today because this is just grid and I want to fill it up closer to the highway. That's going to be another one of the things I want to do for that. But yeah, we're just trying to tidy things up right now, making it a little bit better. Of course, we still have to work on the second beach. There's a little bit done for the industrial zone. I wanted to layer in more unique buildings so that it doesn't look too repetitive. So steel plant, refineries, large warehouses, you try to layer them in. And then once we get the oil started, which is going to be down here, we're going to get more of the unique buildings for the oil industry on the top half right here. But yeah, that's going to be the plan for that. We have a quarry over here to do a little bit of digging and mining. The machines move. The machines are going to drill. And then, of course, we go downhill to pick up all the sand and ore. Of course, they live in the barracks up top. You know what it is. Across the street from the industrial area. We have a cargo line in the back. And a lot of low density. Now, of course, right here, we're going to have a fishing area, as you can see. And this is our cargo harbor. It's not too bad. But, yeah, we still have a lot of ways to improve the city. Cat is moving. Cat is moving indeed. Very nice. Thank you, thank you. I got this from Epic. It's fun. Oh, yeah. I would recommend getting it on Steam, though, because the problem is that Epic doesn't have the workshop, right? They don't have the mods available that Steam has for free. This reminds me of what I see if Chicago when I fly into it. Oh, really? That's nice, man. Yeah, so that's the American city. So we build everything from scratch. I wanted to use a dumbbell design over here, which you could see we have a double feed in, double feed out. So you could feed out early over here from the highway split, and then you could go to either this way or feed out into the residential. This is the same thing. The residencies get their own highway entrance if they want. And then this one takes them basically down as well. What's the city had the most population? Right here, man. You could download it off the workshop and check it out. Hello, what's going on? Cagdas. Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome on in. We're just, you know, trying to tidy up the city a little bit right now. Let me know if you guys have any questions. But yeah, this is our city that we're working on. But yeah, I'm sorry for the American vibe if it's a little bit too boring. I promise, though, it will look nice. I promise that it will look nice. That save you shared is yours? Yes, that's my save. It looks like this. I made a new map. If you allow me, I would like to share it. No. It's a 239k pop city, and I believe I'm only using 25 tiles on this map. So this is a swamp map. It's huge. Yeah, it's huge. I made it. That was the Texas-inspired city. Have you guys ever heard of Texas? That's what that is. But yeah, you can see that in that city, we have something called the Texas Stack Interchange that looks exactly like this. Oh, there's no water? My bad. Which way does it go? Okay, so it's this way. City is cool, man. Easiest city. Takes a lot of time to create in-game. What do you mean easiest? What does it mean to be the easiest city? Oh, this is tough because I lost a grid right there, huh? And then this goes like that. Oh, I lose a little bit of... No, those houses are good. I lived in Fort Worth and San Antonio. Nice. Do you see the frontage road layout? Broa JK? That's where I got it from. I got it from Texas. The frontage road setup that you guys have over there. Where you guys have the highway run parallel with a one-way road. So that you have basically an easy perpetual on-off ramp system. Oh, crap. I gotta redo my grid design for this. That's fine. City's cool, man. I meant American cities compared to European. Now I live in Ohio. Yo, man, do you miss going back to Texas, man? I would imagine the barbecue is not as good. I meant American city compared to European. The thing about European cities is that it's chaos, man. I gotta be real. That shit is 100% chaos. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. European cities are just pure chaos. I think it might be better if I go like this. I like the winners. Nice. Do you miss any of the food, man? Alright, we're gonna do this just so that we have a little bit of a more... Oh, I see. So I would have to do it like this. So that I get the coverage. That's fine. And then when I get to this, Boston is chaotic. Yo, Boston sucks, man. Boston got the European roads. Boston sucks because they got the European roads, man. That shit is tragic over there. This is tough. Some of these don't look as good as it could be. I miss authentic Mexican. Oh yeah. Should have moved to Cali, man. Visited Boston 10 years ago, and I think it's the most European city I've seen in the US. Have you been to DC? Have you been to Washington, DC? I've heard Washington, DC looks like a weird fusion between American and European. Because they have roundabouts, and a lot of the design seems very French inspired. However, they're still packing in the grids. They still have the grids kind of like how I have it. It's like a weird fusion. A lot of people have said that it's the only place they've seen that's kind of like, man, I can't tell if this is American or European. Just Philly, Boston, and Chicago. Okay, okay. Yeah, New York is, you've probably seen all the grid there. That's a travesty over there. It's so dense. Boston sucks because I don't like the roads. And then Chicago. I haven't been to Chicago. And I've never seen the roads over there either. So it's hard to say. Alright, so the pipeline should be fine. Alright, and I think that's fine. So we're going to readjust this one now. And I'm thinking... Chicago is the coolest big city IMO. I like Chicago deep dish. Chicago deep dish pizza is top tier. Like, yo, man, if anything, I go for the pizza. I go for the pizza, man. All right, so this is a boring grid. The spacing here is good, though. I am going to redo this slightly right here. But yeah, never been to Chicago. I've heard it be known as the Windy City. So I imagine it's kind of windy over there. Damn, this interchange got terraformed up the yin-yang, man. Alright. This is a weird idea. But it could work. I could do a bridge from this side to this side and have that overpass this street. That's actually very feasible with the hill right there. I really like walkable cities, and Chicago isn't as bad of being just a giant parking lot city compared to others. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. DC has the American grid, but height restrictions of a European to give it a European feel. Yeah. It's weird, man. It's weird. DC, it's kind of like its own entity almost. I know what you're talking about with the parking lot cities, man. It's tough. A lot of places have it like that. I think Texas is pretty much the pinnacle of that, since they have so much space, right? Don't they have like just wide parking lots? Hello, what's going on? Not done yet. How are you? Alright, so I gotta move this high school, because otherwise I can't redo the roads. And I think we want to go with the terrain. So I have to bop this, which is fine. So I could lose a little bit of zoning to that. I probably don't have time to sleep. Good night. Have a good ones of fire. We'll see you next time. Thank you for hanging out. And yo, man, have a great night of rest. Because yo, man, dude, it is late over there. Yep. Hope you don't have work tomorrow. And hope you have a, you know, good night ahead of you. I'm fine. Finish some assets texture update. Oh, dude, you make assets? That's Pog, man. Texas. Yo, man, Texas be like that, man. Texas is weird. It's like it's really the Wild West over there, man. No memes. That's really how it feels like. So this is in the middle. And then I think I want to visit New Orleans. Is it worth it? Oh, man. Dude. How much do you weigh? And do you like eating a lot of food? New Orleans is a beast, man. There's a lot of people that would say that New Orleans has probably the most unique culture in terms of how it compares to other cities and how it's very man, it's hard. New Orleans has arguably the best food in America. And we're not talking about like Michelin star restaurants. They have like the best food just in general. How rich, how flavorful it is, how tasty. So with that, you're going to gain a lot of weight if you're going to visit for the food. Because a lot of the food is rich and heavy. And if you haven't been to a bar in New Orleans yet, it's different. The bar culture there is very different. So when you go to a bar, what do we expect? You go, you might get a table, you might get a beer, sit at the bar, sit at the table with your friends, and, you know, just kind of hang out, right? The bars there are different. You go there, you get a drink, and then you leave. And you walk the streets with your drink in hand. So you don't hang out at a bar. You go to the bar to get alcohol, and then you hang out in the local streets. So it's really different. It's really different. But I heard it is amazing. Like, if you can go to New Orleans, and especially if you like French cuisine, dude, you would love New Orleans. Just watch out. You're going to gain a lot of weight. Gain a lot of weight, man. It's a trap. St. Augustine in Florida beats New Orleans, but New Orleans seems to have a different sense. Yeah, I would say that New Orleans is an experience, and you should go. It's one of the more noteworthy places, right? That if you come to America, more people are going to know about it than not knowing about it. But yeah, it's an experience. No. I don't want to say that, Poke Salad. I'm just saying they give you a drink, you go walk the streets. You've probably seen, Mardi Gras, things like that. Man, it's wild over there. It's wild over there. Alright, so we're going to redo this slightly. We could redo this into more of a suburb feel, but I don't feel like that's good. I don't think I want to do the suburb feel, because we have the bus station right there. So I feel like I should keep this more like a grid. So I will just adhere to the terrain. That makes sense. So I would have to do... How long is this? This has to be a 120. This works if I curve it. All right. So this is a weird pocket. We're not going to zone on the bottom half. We're just going to keep the road there for the hill. And we'll probably put a fence. And then let's get the upgrade here. I probably round off the corner. That just makes a lot of sense. Do a 5 rounds. All right, that comes out the corner. All right, so from here, I could pull out a line this way if I really wanted to do a weird kind of spacing. I think I'll do it just for a little bit of character. Right, and then that means I kind of want to redo that as well, which is fine. You know what? Let me actually pull that over 1 to the left. We should be fine with that. The poll is a difficult decision for me. I want to see all 3, although I wouldn't know what sort of theme. Oh, I see you over there, No Siri. Yo, man. Vote on the poll, you guys. After we finish this city, which is not going to be for, you know, a while, we're going to be doing the one-tile city challenge. And depending on what you guys vote, I might do a different challenge. But yes, the one-tile city challenge is something I'm looking to do. So guys, vote. Let me know what you guys want to see. All right. This should be fine. $160, $120. That means this is my curve. Oh, that works really well. Because I do get the spacing in between the housing that way. So it's not too bad. And I think we would opt for this line. Yeah, that should go out like that. That's not bad. To redo the grid slightly. Maybe I could have that cut this in half all the way. I like having a through street though. Oh, I see it. They want me to do this. Because I get to go through. And then I could have this be a straight shot. And then I would bop the middle. And then I would have to do a little bit of a... Oh, but they give me this... Oh, you see this zoning? This is proper zoning. Oh, that's nice. That's actually really nice how this ended out. Now, with that, I do think having the bridge could be beneficial right here now. Having this go across. I'm thinking that's going to be a good play. Okay, so that means I need to do a little bit of terraforming. So the first thing we need to check is height. This height over here is 140. Height at the bottom is 131. So that's literally a 9 space. So pause. I should be able to just do this. We go to here. 1, 2, 3. All right. Perfectly flat because we did the math. And we hit the undo button. Perfect. Now we have that. That's going to be a little bit of a connection on the backhand side. It shouldn't really matter because it's not like people are going to be able to take this and shortcut directly because it doesn't really take you anywhere. It's just residency. So this should be perfectly fine. What the hell is this? We got to move the elementary school. Because this guy's lost. Anarchy's on, isn't it? There we go. Alright. So let's delete that guy. Oh god. Oh, damn it. I bopped the house on accident. That one needs to be a 2-3. Actually, yeah, we need to actually fill those up right there. Because it's straight lines. And I think this should be fine. So these are going to be like this. Lines coming out like that. Oh, no zoning over here. This is a hill. That's right. Grab that. Bop the individual squares. And then over here, we'll have small housing. Feels bad. That guy. This is going to be extended 2x3. 2x3. And then we could potentially... No, I probably don't have this turnout. This is off flat ground, too. Okay. Time to redo how this actually works. Oh, man. So this goes like that. So this would probably go through... This came in that way. Let's go like this. This goes down to here. That goes like that. And you guys might be wondering, what is this guy doing? Why is he doing this pipe like that? I don't know, man. I like doing it like this. Can't help it, man. And you guys might be wondering, do I have the best pipes in the business? And the answer is yes. I got the best pipes in the business. If you guys haven't noticed already, I'm a little bit weird. And I will go out of my way to run a pipeline underneath the road perfectly and curve it. And curve it all the way through. I don't know why. It's a little bit satisfying when I do so. But it's weird, fam. I know. I'm sorry about it. Alright, with that cross, it's not bad. We're waiting for the residencies to tie in. Let's get some more commercial along the street over here. Ooh, that should not actually be a thing. Yeah, that'll be a 4x4 when he comes back. Spacing looks good. Let's get those guys in just because I wanted to line up. Alright, so over here, I could zone in some housing. That's actually not bad. And we should move the high school. What's going on, Joshy? Holy shit, I thought my city was coming along well. Yours looks sick. Thank you so much, Joshy. We are pretty good at the game. How are you, Joshy? How are you today? But yeah, I'm just building my city right now. Let me know if you got questions. Let me know if there's any part of the city you would like to check out, or if you have questions for me. But yeah, man. Dude. All you gotta do is keep working on your city, man. Eventually it'll look good. Because that's what I do. This is like, man. When did I start this city? I started this in April, man. I started this city in April. Day one, this is how my city looked like. I'm just saying, we gotta start somewhere. And then eventually, you add in the interchanges you want, you add in the spacing you want, you start terraforming, You start adding in your grid. You start adding in your switchback roads. You start adding in more grid. You start adding in a quarry area. You start adding in the beach. You start adding in zoning. And then eventually, you get a city like mine's. Takes a long time, man. But once you have enough population or enough roads to kind of look like a city, and you fill it in, it looks nice. Wouldn't that strip of commercial in between your residential cause noise pollution? I had that problem. Yes. So the noise pollution strip of commercial in between your residencies. Oh, no. No, it doesn't. So you have to understand how noise pollution works. So in and of itself, noise pollution has usually two causes: zoning type and vehicles. So if you go into the noise pollution tab, you could see that, yes, this commercial strip in between my residencies right here is what you're talking about, has a lot of noise. However, the noise is because your trucks are delivering to the commercial buildings. So since the trucks don't go past the main street or the street behind it, the residentials don't really care. Now, the ones that are right next to it may actually complain here or there, but more often than not, they're not really going to care as long as you have clinics. So either a hospital or a health clinic, they could get earplugs or medicine for that. But a lot of the times, if you have your commercial next to a residency, as long as it's low density like this, it's not going to cause a lot of issues. If you do high density residential though, they will care a lot more. Because the amount of people per square meter is going to be a lot of noise. You could see that this guy is still okay next to this guy. And that's because the noise pollution is mostly on the main street. As you go away from the main street, it gets lighter. So it's not too bad. But you cannot put high density commercial next to high density residential. They usually complain immediately, just due to the amount of noise the high density commercial has. So in my case, it doesn't, because of how I laid it out. Commercials on the main strip, residencies behind them. And the trucks are not going to take the local roads to deliver to the commercial. But of course, it depends on how your city layout is, how close your zoning is. You might not notice, I also have a 1 space gap in between. So if I really wanted to, I could put trees here, and that acts as a noise barrier. Because if you didn't know, we have a lot of noise. We have a lot of noise around this, right? So you can see that it's dark red. I am going to start putting in the redwoods. And I am going to put a lot of individual redwoods. And I'm going to turn on the noise overlay. So watch this. You see that? It got lighter. You put enough trees around this, the noise pollution reduces. That's how that works. So because of that, it's not bad to have a 1 space gap between the housing. But yeah, if you have noise pollution and you don't want to move your citizens, just make sure they have a health clinic, medical clinic, or a hospital nearby, and they'll be able to counteract it. I'm not a fan of high density. I'm also not a fan of high density. I try to put in high density as individual buildings. Like over here, you could see that I have like a couple of high density, but not too much. Couple here, couple here. I don't put like full-on strips of high density. We're not in Las Vegas. You know, we're not in Las Vegas, man. That's like the only place that has that. A lot of the times I sprinkle it in, as I feel like that's how it should be. But I feel you over there, bro AJK. What was I looking at just right now? Oh, I was looking at that, and then I just did this. Okay, cool. So with the bridge and with the pipeline, that's fixed. Nice, nice. Okay, so look at the power jump. We still don't jump power here. Alright, let's see if I could fix that. Because if I could do a power jump, I don't have to worry anymore about having the power line there. So the easiest way for me to do it is to get something called a dog park. I think it looks better with just a few high densities. I like variety. Yeah. If you didn't know, there's a good little trick you could do. You see this right here? This block right here? From the side ground level, you could see that in the center, that's where the tallest building is. But then by how close you are to the main street, it gets shorter. And then you can see the skyline behind it. That's actually done purposely with the district tool. You can actually do that. So I did districts and I banned high-rise, and then I did self-sufficient housing. So you could do layers like this. It's a good strat to do if you're trying to go for a certain look like that. It gives you more control over the building assets, and you don't have to micromanage and click historical building constantly. That's the thing that kind of is, you know, kind of sucks about that. Just because of how sometimes you get the repeated buildings. But it looks good if you start layering your height buildings with high-rise bands, different skins. I got to do that here too with IT cluster, but we'll do that later. Okay, so over here, where's my dog park? All right, so there's a dog park. So here's the thing. You wouldn't have a dog park by the freeway, right? The logic being is that the dogs get scared by the roaring cars. Right? Ah, man. See, the thing is, if I do put this here, though, I'd get the power draw. Easy power draw. Is there anything else I could use? It doesn't have to be here that we jump the power, though. We could jump it over here as well. But even then, I don't have anything that I think I want to jump. Like, over here might be the best indicator that we could use to jump the power. Cross right here, and it just jumps back up that way. This struggles. We could technically use the industry to have this connect, but we would still need power to jump across this way. Alright, let's not think about that. Just power jumping. So, we redid this grid. I'm happy with it. I am going to terraform this later, because I need to do this corner now, and I need to terraform that corner. So, looking at that, you can see that we need to bop this corner. It's a little bit tough. And then this is a box grid, repeated. So the design kind of sucks. The design really sucks here. The worst thing about this is that it's in a box location, so I can't do anything about the grid because I don't want to lose too much efficiency. I will bop the park over here though, and I think we should move upwards, bopping that and this, which I should be fine with. I'm also bopping this corner for the terrain, and probably this corner. I need to allow the zoning out. The bento box grid? Yo man, maybe. We'll have to see. So I probably bop this as well, because I don't want the housing there on the hillside like that. And honestly, I do want to massage this out more right here, so I need to remove this. I will also remove this, and I think what we do from here is start curling it down. Wouldn't be too bad. I really wish I was as creative as other people. My roads are always so straight, don't know how or where to mix it up or not. My advice to you, Joshy, is do what I do. I come in and I build a box grid just so that I have an idea for traffic flow. And then after you're done with your box grid, come back in and blow it up and do something like this. Draw a road, curve it, and if you don't know what to do, try to follow the terrain if you can. So a lot of the times you could have natural things like the river, the highway, a hillside become the natural edge for your city. And then that way you can lay it out a little bit better. Try to push the limits a little bit, get close to the edge, and then, you know, have enough space for zoning. And then by doing it like that, you kind of have the idea for the efficiency. And then you could utilize this to basically make it so that you could have a non-grid setup that's still somewhat efficient. Because if you set it up as a grid in the beginning, you get the flow, you get the idea for traffic, how many cars going in and out. Yeah, that's what I do. I play it simple so that I could fill it up, and then I come back and redo the design. You see this grid right here? This used to look exactly like this. It was a box. And then I came in and I saw that my hillside was a little bit slanted. So I pushed up my grid and I curled it along with it. And that's what I did for this area. And then you got some curvature. However, you still see the foundation grid, right? And that's because you want the efficiency. But it's like a half-half grid because of that. So that's the best thing I could say. Because at that point, if your other city, parts of your city is laid out, you have a better idea of what should go where. Also, you'll be able to see where you need to put services. But yeah. You have to be willing to destroy your grid so that it could evolve into something better, man. That's what you gotta do. Alright, so over here, we're going to have to massage this. Okay, so let's massage it first. So this is a little bit tough. Okay. The 005. I want to pull the terrain here close. And then we push it backwards. Same thing over here. Something's a little bit off right there. This height. Have that on a max level. Pull that down as it should be. Is your city modded? Yes, I play with mods, if that's what you mean. Not really sure I know what you mean when you ask, is your city modded? I play Mod-Lite. I don't play with a lot of mods. It's very, very light on the mods most times. All right. Pull this closer in. Never a bad thing. Have it be a little bit smoother. If I take a chunk of residential out of my grid, will my residential keep up with what I just took, if that makes sense? So you're saying that if you have 100 population, you remove 10 of it. Do you retain those 10 citizens, or do you lose them for good, is what you're asking. Basically, your demand is going to be what dictates that. If you have high demand, your residences can potentially move. So what that means is, if you have demand, like this, so you know people want to move in, you could actually move some new spots. Like I could just zone this brick and then remove a chunk of people. Now, not all of them will relocate to this area, but some of them will. And to answer the question, you will lose a certain percentage. I don't know what that number is, but you can cut your losses and retain some of them by having zoning already readily available so that they could move. So you will lose some of the people if you bop them. And yes, that kind of sucks, but it's usually not too bad, as you would have new people move in most of the time anyways. But if you want to retain the knowledgeable people because of the education or maybe wealth value, some of them will relocate. I don't know if that number is high or low though, but I believe it's tied to how heavy your demand is, and then if you have zoning already waiting. Hope that helps, Guardian. Alright, so this is all on pillars. So I want to massage the hill so that we have an easy, smooth time. I want to pull away from the roads to have fewer creases. And then over here, you want to pull away so that you have a nice smooth setup. And you can't do anything about that. You just have to pull it up. Got to smooth that out. Straight lines, fine. It's probably going to have to look like that because I'm going to have to pull it back, right? So over here needs to pull up slightly. I'm trying to get rid of that blemish right there. It's probably best if I do it like this. Push it back like this manually. And then smooth it out again. This way it's more evenly distributed. There you go. Looks a lot smoother now instead of having that crease right there. Alright, now with that, we smoothed it out. Ooh, I need to do something here though. Let me actually remove that on a smaller note. 0.005. You see the crease? We're manually pulling back the terrain so that the crease goes away. If we do this skilled enough, the crease goes away. A little bit. There's some on this side, but we can't help it. It's a tunnel from the low to high. Should be fine. I guess we had to keep that like that. It feels bad. Outside of though, the hills are somewhat smooth, except for this. Can I do anything about that? So let's go to 50 on a 10%. Zero, 0.05. 10%. Damn, you still see a little bit of the blemish. Can't perfectly clear it. That's not too bad though. So now with the new area already terraformed out, we could actually make the new area a little bit better. Ah, you see this? So that means we're going to destroy that street, these houses. And this is going to be a new area. Like that. And then it's probably going to want to come down from here. And then we're going to curve it out to the middle. So with the grid, it's probably going to want something like this. So here to here is 340. Here to here is 120. That's going to be my curve, most likely. Bam to bam. Should be fine. And back here, I don't want that because of the zoning. So... yeah, that's going to get removed. And I think this is going to be fine. Now, I want this to look more suburban. So we're going to actually round off the corners. Five should be fair. So this is a 5 curve and a 5 curve. This is a 6 curve. All right, so here to here is how long? I believe the value is 7 from here, so it's a 140. And then we do our cul-de-sac. Oh, shit. Do you just use dirt roads to plan out your roads and then upgrade them? Yes, there is a reason for that, actually. Dirt roads have a minor attribute to them that allows them to outperform a lot of the other roads. And it has to do with short segment values. Basically, snapping and how you could use a smaller road segment on a dirt road and then upgrade it. And if you don't do that, the game doesn't give you that short segment. So the difference is you could do a 1 unit like that. And with a large road, oh, you could do that as well, right? However, when you want to extend from here, you have to minimum add 3 squares. When you want to extend from a dirt road, you minimum add 2 squares. So you could use shorter segments on the dirt road. Not only that, snapping. One of the things about this game that's infuriating is how the snapping works. If you didn't know, if you had a dirt road box, you know what the benefit is for this? You could run right parallel on the squares, right? You can't do that on non-dirt roads. You run into the snapping. You see that? This is the closest I could get. I can't get into the inside corner like I did over here because these roads are the different road type. This is a special property of the gravel road that allows you to have a little bit more leeway so that you can line things up a little bit better. So, you know, a lot of things like that is the reason why I use the dirt roads. They're arguably the best. Outside of just pure road efficiency, like you're not spending a lot, right? They're cheap, low upkeep. So when you're planning out your systems, you know, you're not spending a lot of money. But the other attributes about snapping and short long lengths is the reason why I use it. But yeah, that's what I do. Dirt roads and then upgrade them. There we go. So we have a little bit of a cul-de-sac on this side, which is not bad. No more cul-de-sacs, I don't think. This should be fine. And then a small grid locally. We're gonna have to redo this freaking pipeline though. Oh god. Alright, so I have no green space in this city. That's very unfortunate. In this grid, there's no green space. This is a hill. This is a hill, so that spacing there being empty is fine. We also have space for the spread on the outside, which is nice. And then, yeah, I do need to trim this. Oof. Bop that. Hate to see it, man, but we gotta do it. We lost the park today. Dude, short house bonanza, man. I need to stop getting those. Because your city is successful the way it is, are you able to use your budgets up high with no problems? Yes. If I wanted to, I can. I choose not to, though. Now, the reason why I don't choose to do that is because I like having a trump card. So it's like, oh, I've run out of trash processing. I could just roll the slider up, you know? And usually water and power is the only thing I actively play with. Otherwise, I leave it at 100%. But yes, you can do that. And you would 100% increase your land value by a lot. Because you would have increased service coverage. So that would be like top tier. I could though, if I wanted to. But I choose not to. Alright, so this area is not bad. It's very boring. It looks like a... You know what this looks like? This looks like a cat. This is the cat's face. Cat arm number 1. Cat arm number 2. This is a cat leg, cat tail. And this is another cat leg. No, this is a tail. This is, he's pooping. And we got both legs over here. I just gotta put a face. I kinda see it. I kinda see it. Honestly, though, I think we kind of have to live with this. It's unfortunate. But I think we have to live with this design. I don't mind it, though. So, next step is we got to redo the pipelines. Y'all know what it is. I got to do what you got to do. And what I got to do this time is lay down the pipe. So, this probably goes up this way, given how it looks like. And we probably come down this way. Ah, like this. Just like that. And then this should allow me to do this. Oh, and we get the coverage on this. Nice. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hey, man, thank you for stopping by. Bro AJK, hope you have a good one. And hope you have a great weekend, man. See you next time. And guys, thank you so much for all the follows, you guys. Not done yet. Warren G, 1286, Joshy, Alexander, and Pops. Sorry that the notifications didn't turn on. We got hit by bots a while ago. I should probably turn it back on because it was a while ago. The bots are probably gone. But we got hit by the raids, man. Where all the bots would spam the channels. And hit us with follows, and our alerts would go on for years. And I was traumatized. Never again. But maybe we should turn it back on, man. It's not bad. Alright, so let's get the splashing for those guys. And we'll go up to there. Alright, so we got the grid done. That's not bad. And then this one, I don't think we have to resize it. Hey, legit. How's the Saturday coming along? What's going on, Tony? I see you over there. Saturday's alright, man. Doing my city's makeup stream. Oh, this is a little bit... Wow. I am 1 unit off. Are you serious? Oh, no, I used the main street. Oh, I'm 60 units off. Yeah, that's fair. I need to fill it out a little bit better. Okay. How you doing, Tony? How's your weekend going on so far? We doing alright, man. My mom was just right here napping. Let me see if I can get a better angle at him. And he yawns. I'm sorry, Mamba. Just trying to turn the webcam. I'd be jealous of Mamba, dude. He's living the life. Alright, so this is built. We're waiting for the zone to come back, which is fine. All right, so I need to redo this area, I think. So here to here is 12. Okay, so how did I redo the other side? I did 11. Oh, that's not bad. 11 from here, though. It's kind of tough. Oh, that's basically here. Okay, so that's here. Okay, so dotted lines, 11. So here, here. Oh, God. It's warped. That's why. That's why it looks jank. Okay. So we do this. It's warped. I'm fine with that. Here, here. And then the nodes are gone. Cool. And then I should be able to go like this again. Oh, there's a mini node here. Jesus Christ. And yeah, should be perfect. Did not pop the housing. Nice. Oh, and he's awake. Really good, thanks. Summer's getting going over here in Toronto. Start my 2-week vacation on Monday. First since COVID. Nice, man. What you gonna be doing on the vacay time, dude? Any plans for that? Yo, man. Vacay time's a good time. But yo, man. Hope you're ready for the summer, man. Summertime is a bad time, usually. Usually not a fan of the summers. Pause. We're going to force this into a downgrade. If you guys don't know what this is a vanilla trick for when you're trying to make a road into a ramp. So this is a ramp right here, or a bridge, that basically has a pillar. So we're going to force this, instead of being a grounded road, we're going to make it into a ramp or an elevated road like that. And this is the trick to do so. You want to take it usually 20 units off and push that around. You want to do this while paused normally. And you want to do this everywhere over the space, if you can. Do it on both sides, and usually you want to go up to the node. Usually you want to go up to the node. So overdoing this is usually okay. Now once you do this, and you made sure you covered everything... Oh, this is not max strength, that's why. Let me undo, and I redo this. There we go. That way I don't have to worry about errors due to strength value. So we do this again on this side. Not bad, not bad. Alright, now once this happens, you're going to want to upgrade. I'm just going to choose the ramped road. Oh wow, that's bopping me. So, bam, 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 bam. You see that we have pillars now, like magic, and we just hit the undo button. Right? So these are elevated roads now. So this allows us to basically massage the terrain to an easier time. So we can let it run again, and let's start massaging. Honestly, nothing, resting, going out to the parks, just realizing and enjoying good weather. Nice, man. Nice, nice. What's the average temperature over there during the summertime, man? If you don't mind me asking. So it looks like we have to bop this side and potentially this side. I probably just don't have zoning, to be honest. Let me just unzone that. Alright, so there's a little bit of the blemish at the bottom because it can't massage all the way. So we're going to have to manually do this. 0.005. Okay. Little bit right here still. I think we can live with that. So we got to change this slightly. This is man. Can I actually live with this? I want to say that's fine. Oh, and my roads need to be converted back. My bad. There we go. Now it looks nice. A little bit of a dent right there, though. That's the only real problem. And then we got to redo this corner, which is fine. I'm happy that that's really the only corner I would have to redo. Okay, now looking back over here. I don't want to have anything on that side, which is fine. And then it's just a cryo. Cool, cool. Nice underpass. Okay, so now on this side, I do have to extend this out a little bit. Although that doesn't really make too much sense. It's a little bit weird. Because the thing about this is that this grid is already proper, but it's small, so there's no way for me to hide a little bit of the differences. Might do some streaming, makes sense, makes sense. I see you over there, Tony. I was gonna say, like, yo man, you're just gonna do the lumberjack life, go out into the woods, enjoy the forest, enjoy Mother Nature. And like, nope, I'm gonna do some streaming. Oh, that's right, makes sense, makes sense. I see you over there, Tony. Okay, so extend this out, but my grid's gonna look a little bit weird. I don't want to mess with the spacing, so I could actually do vertical lines this way from here to readjust all of my grid. Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. That honestly don't make that much sense. If I extend this out, because I should, right? Get a little bit closer zoning to the highway, we would pop all those houses, which is fine. But that extra space in between dead zones, oh, I don't know, man. Toronto's really a park city, but I'm I'm totally an urban boy. I don't really go out of the city. I don't do camping or hiking north in the rural area or anything like that. Honestly, man. Hey man, who knows? I didn't know that. I thought maybe that because if the weather was nice, stars align, right? Could be something to do. Even if you don't do it too often, it might be like a once every couple years kind of thing. Could be still fun. So I think I have to change the direction of the grid. So I think the only option is we do up this way, and then we change the rest of these to horizontal. Because that means I get to do this horizontal a little bit longer, and that hides the blemish. I think that's the only way I'd be able to get this done. So first things first, these guys get bopped. Feels bad, man. Oh, there's no power jump? Oh no, there is in the middle right there. And there is right there. Okay, they're cool. So we would have to do this. And then do all the changes. This goes up. And then this goes across. All right, so we would lose this, that, this, that, that, this, that, that. Even if it's a minor change, man, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. And it just becomes a very much box grid. All right, so I know it's a box grid. I will want to, I think it's here. We're going to curve out this corner, give it a little bit more space. And that means we don't have the house right there anymore. Right? So it's going to be a little bit more smooth up top. Curl out that side. We bought the park. All right, so green space. That's something that's going to be important to us. So let's actually dedicate a green space in some of these zones. So because of downtown's right there, because of how this is, I think I bought this. Right? And have this be a commercial zone. So this is no longer residential. And I think another thing we'll do is out-convert this pocket into a green space. So parking lot, park, and then we have our grid zoning. So we want this. That should be okay. I'll do the parking lot soon. I could probably get rid of this then, since it looks like I have other power lines that are active right now. So that's going to go in. Let me do the trims like I normally would, like that. And then this is like that. This is like this. All right, do we have any standalone houses? We have some. That don't look great. Oh. That's a school. And I need to bop that house. I don't like it when they don't give it enough space. Wait, that's a medical clinic? We're destroying that. This is also like this.